Mel Harris, Garbagemanpiper, coming to you from the backstage. Well, today I've been fooling around in the backstage trying to remount some of my pipes to where they will accept a 9mm filter. So I am not an engineer and I am not the most detail-oriented person. But I thought I'd try and do one live because I know the one that Tucson Piper did and the one that Garbagemanpiper Eric did, who is an engineer, really helped me. I'm not going to give you a lot of details. I've done these pipes. This is the Rossi 8602, and then this is my Savinelli 602 Sunset, and then the Savinelli 602 Tortuga. And so I'm just gonna work here and I'll let you see. The place is a bit of a mess, but so that you can kind of see the tools that I'm using. And again, some of this stuff is just stuff that I have just had here around the house. The next one I'm going to remount is my Roma Lucite 602. If I say 606, excuse me. So let's see what we can get done here. Get the pipe lit. Now I'm graduating the bits that I use, and my goal is to get it to that size. And you can see that I've taped off the depth that I want to go, and I basically, all I did was take a filter, stick it in the pipe and mark it, and then I went ahead and stuck it in the stem and marked it. And when I get close, I just use this filter to just check it out. And then some pipes are drilled deeper on the stummel side. It doesn't seem like every one of them's identical, but let's just give this a shot. Light the pipe again. All right, here we go. And I'm just using my drill. And I just check it. See, that one is much more shallow. So we'll just play with it. I've done them both ways. I've done them hand crank just to get a feel for the material. You got to be careful, like Eric Garbagemanpiper said, sometimes it will grab the pipe. So I just keep it on a real low setting. And you can see that I am, when you get some white coming out, you're getting past this point and getting just in the stem itself. But you're not going in far enough really that I have had yet in 3 pipes that I've done to really damage anything. And then I just graduate to the next size. And if you're afraid of that, get a drill then that you can adjust it. If you're afraid that it's gonna really grab your stem out from underneath you. See, like that. You gotta get a hold of that pipe. You gotta make sure that you got a good grip on that stem. And again, I'm just graduating. I'm using a 4 drill bit. A 4 drill bit stair step. I don't have the exact sizes on my drills. I didn't write them down. Again, I'm just showing you guys that maybe give some other pipe smokers out there in the YTPC some confidence. If I screwed this one up, hey, I've still got 3 that I've done, and I've got 2 more. So I started out with my cheapest ones, and then just kind of stair stepped up from there. That was the 3-legged bug man. Bug man. Here, I'll swing around here and you can see the bug man. What's up, Bubba? Come here. Come here. Show everybody your. Show them this side. Oh, he's doing really good. Dogs are amazing creatures. Sorry about that avoidance. I got ADD, HD, so. I mean, you can hear it wanting to pull. Now, the first one took me probably 45 minutes. And I took off about 15 minutes off of each one I've done. Just getting the process down. This is quite a bit of a stair step here. One other thing I've been doing is I've got this flare that I took. I thought I was going to be able to use this. And just basically I'm just beveling the end of it. It's really not even taking anything out. It's just kind of flaring it out a little bit. And what I was experimenting with is I got this reamer, which really helps to keep the hole centered, because not all of these have a real sharp edge on them. So it kind of keeps it centered. So we'll try that for a little bit. I've been using this till I get just past that little insert. Because what they basically did, these all started out as 9 mils, and then they put that little insert into it. And all we're doing really is kind of just drilling that out. But what I like to do is get that thin and just get past that, so that I feel good that I'm centered going into the stem. All right. And then I just take any old knife. This is my Garbagemanpiper knife that I got from 4-eyed Piper. And then that just carves off. Once you get it, to where, and then I just got a little lady's nail file that I'll just square it up a little bit. I'll hone that down a little bit later. I did pick up one of these tools from Vermont Freehand, and it just helps me keep it clean. Let me get up. I've been using the wire pipe cleaners. It just seems to help grab some of the excess that is in the stem when you're doing this. You can just pull it through. And then I kick that reamer. I just it just helps me feel, just helps give me a feel for what's going on, and then the measurement and the depth that I'm working on. And keep all my straps together. That's the other thing. I've kind of got accustomed to how much material's coming out of there. So it gives me an idea where I'm at and how far I am, where I got to go. So at this point, now I know I've got a pretty good, you know, barometer as far as guide into that. And that's what I'm using this. Basically, that's what I'm using the reamer on, is to just set this up right here to where when I put the 5/16 bit in there, I know I'm straight. You can see right here the different elevation now, where it was and where it is. Now when you put the 5/16 bit in, let me show you a close-up of that reamer. It's not made for cutting. It's made for clearing and reaming. So this isn't a drill bit. It has a very small bevel on the end of it. All right, here we go. Make sure your bit's in the chuck straight too. That always helps. Sometimes I'll take the bevel and I'll just run it in there. See how, just to see how straight I'm going in with the drill bit, whether it's off or. Again, and I just check it. See that the bevel has just a little bit more to it, so I go in and clean the hole with the bevel once I'm done with the 5/8. This is an 8 millimeter bevel, which is perfect. It does get hot in there, so you want to just pull it out, let it cool down a little bit. I mean, literally, I'm saving myself buying a whole new pipe by doing this. So I've made, instead of selling these pipes, I'm doing this. Now, when I get to the Punto Oro Golds, I'm hoping to have this honed down to where I'm really comfortable doing my Punto Oro Gold 607. As a matter of fact, I may even experiment on one of my other pipes. I was going to say on one of my other Punto Oro Golds, but I don't know. I'm just, bottom line, I'm scared to all heck to do any modifications on those Punto Oros. One mistake and I'm up the creek, so not a whole lot of room for error here. You see a lot of material comes off of there, and the longer that thing is spinning in the stem, the more it's heating up. And the faster the revolution of the bit. So I've actually done the process that I'm doing is kind of a cross between what Tucson Piper did and Road King Piper, and I think for the most part you just need to get comfortable with how you handle the tools. Don't get hung up in, hey, they're right-handed or they're left-handed. Just get a feel for the material. Now, I am a very impatient person, and I only have like a 1/4 inch or so to go, and it would be so easy just to shove that thing up in there and just go ahead and cut it. But I want to be able to touch this and not burn my fingers, and it got a little warm. So we just want to make sure you keep that bit as cool as possible. This is also, that brass ring is getting warm, which is good. I'm keeping my thumb on it. It's kind of giving me a temperature reading. You can see right there where I hit. I don't know if you can see, there's black material here and white material there. So now I know I'm into the stem and not into this part of the stem. So I'm all the way through the black, and now I'm removing material from the stem, which is does not have the flexibility that the black part does. So it's going to have a tendency to want to grab. And you can see the way I'm grabbing where it contours to my hand. That brass ring is warm. pushed it just a little bit longer. I was so close. I just wanted to make sure I got through that harder area. Run the pipe cleaner through here. See if any material comes out. Get me another one. Those bristly ones really go through hard, but it's nice to be able to use them to clear out the area. Get the flashlight here. It looks good. I really liked using the bevel because I'll go ahead now and put the reamer in, because the reamer will not, again, it's not a cutting bit, it's more just cleaning out the area. I mean, you can tell it's clean. It is cleaning a lot of that, the loose burrs. Cleaning a lot of that. Just all the burrs and everything that are left. And what's nice is because the 5/16 has that bevel on the end, I know at the end of this back in here, I'm going to have that little fluted area where that bevel was, which is going to help the smoke reduce before it comes into the you know, the mouth area. So, all right. For the most part, we should be good to go. And there you go. Now we just see how it fits on the pipe. I'm going to have to put a little bit more. See, they vary. They vary a lot. So, going to have to put just a little bit more. Okay, so it looks like this has come loose from this. So that'll be something that'll have to be worked on. I'm going to need to go, yeah, see, which is what I thought. Mel Harris, Garbagemanpiper, coming to you from the backstage. Well, the last pipe I was showing you was the Romalusite, and what I had found out is when the stem, when the, oh, what do you call it? Forget what this is. When the black part came out of the stem, I was off a little bit. So I was able to go in and clean it up, glue that back on, put the 9mm in, and put that back on the pipe. So now we've got a 9mm pipe, Romalusite. So Garbagemanpiper saying, sweet chicken baby. I am in the middle right now of doing my seta. So pretty soon I'll have a 7-day set of 9mm. Garbagemanpiper saying, sweet chicken baby, you all be safe out